It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Happy Fuck Yeah Friday. Welcome back to the Be It Till You See It podcast. This is where we share your wins and then I share some of mine. And all of this is to inspire us weekly, at least, someday daily for you all to celebrate what is going well, what is happening that you are so proud of. And I think sometimes we think the wins have to be really big. I know a lot of people won't celebrate a win until it's like the full project is completed, but you should actually celebrate the milestones along the way. So I'll start with a win of someone else's, and then I'll share one of mine. So Christine Eschen, who we just got to see in California while on tour, she's a beautiful lavender farm. She wrote, "Hey FYF, got a temporary client for the month who saw my flyer at the grocery store where I thought I was hearing crickets and just had a phone consult and had a new client book a beginner's package after seeing my ad in our local private community newspaper." I love this win because it's so funny, like how we can just think like, oh, nothing is working. And then like, boom, in one day you have two people who have finally seen what you've been put out in the world. And so congratulations, Christine. I hope you had an amazing time with that client who was in town for the month and the new client from the newspaper. I have one more one I want to share with you, and that is from Kelly Nyhan. She is an Elevate and agency. And so we've got kind of a double dose win here. She said, "I received a compliment in my Pocket Suite app from one of my clients. And it said, 'Thanks for the great session today. I love all the new things you're teaching me. You're the best. Tell your teacher that I said so.'" I mentioned how I was learning so much in my Elevate mentorship program. Then she also added, "I challenged myself to use my new equipment with my clients this week." She has a new pedal Contrology mat, Contrology springs. My clients are loving it. The mat definitely helped my clients find their connections, especially the roll up. Well, I love that. So, Pocket Suite is, there's a version of the tool that Profitable Pilates has, joined with, and we have coaching videos that go along with all the features, and we have waivers and liability forms and all this stuff. And so it can be hard to like try new technology in your business. And also it can be really difficult to get your clients to try it out. And not only has she been doing it, and she's been so dedicated this whole year to doing it. Somebody sent like a little testimonial love note in there. And as far as like the Elevate program goes, I love that. Like I love seeing our members in there apply what they're learning and with their clients and bring them along the journey, because it allows clients to know we're always learning. So thank you, Kelly, for sharing that. Okay. So here's my win. We're home. We wrapped up the West Coast tour. We had a great time. We got to work out along the way, which that's a win right there. It's just that we planned so well that we could have time every single day to hit a gym, hit a dog park, and also eat the things we wanted to eat. We had a Whole Foods within every single place. So I got to get some prepared foods that made it really great. And I called this a win because sometimes we have an air quotes vacation and we get out of a routine. It can be really difficult to keep the things up that make you feel really good, but we managed to make that happen, which means it's going to happen this winter because we figured out a way to make it work. And I'm just so grateful. Another one we have is that we are over a month ahead in a new project that we're working on. And it's just so nice that it's nice to see the things come to fruition when you plan ahead early and you actually stick to the schedule. Because sometimes you can procrastinate, like I have time to do this because I'm already just doing it early to get ahead. It's like, actually, no, this is a deadline and we're going to meet that deadline, even though it is going to be a month early, because we're trying to give ourselves space and grace when things come up and not be rushing all the time. So win for me, win for the team. I'm really excited about that. Every single Friday we do this, so make sure you send your wins in. You can actually, if you get the podcast newsletter, you can actually send them into there. I'll share them here. And also just take a moment to just write in your own notes on your phone, like what's a win you're celebrating this week. And if you do that every day, it's even better. But let's just start with 1 week, 1 day at a time, and see how it goes. Because when you celebrate your wins, you realize just how far you're coming along, and you get to listen back and go, oh my God, I did do that. That's something I did. That's amazing. I actually listened to this podcast when it comes out. And I'm like, I'm reminding myself of a win I had. It makes me just go, oh yeah, I'm slaying more than I give myself credit for. So I hope this podcast also helps you do that. Have an amazing day.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Kroll.
It is produced and edited by the epic team at Diseño.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals and Samena Velazquez for our transcriptions.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all the content to our website, and finally to Meredith Crowell for keeping us all on point and on time.